Can't believe I had my B-rate bet screen up so long. That's painful. That's painful. It's okay. It was only 8 minutes, so we can cut that out. We'll probably be missing the fight for trying to get outside of the place, and then the um conversation with the council. That's not super bad. I was worried we missed everything. I forgot when I put it up. That was scary. I was like, please don't tell me I ruined everything by being dumb.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
I was like, that would be my luck. I've done it before. Okay. I wish he had dialogue, because he's just kind of here. He's important, but like, he never really talks. Joker has more dialogue than Helm, I think.
Boy, am I glad to be off in
Yep.
Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I don't want to sell them out from under you. Like, he has...
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
He has dialogue, but I don't think he can only respond to Joker in this game. I wish Presley had dialogue, because he's like the second in charge on the ship. So it'd be like really cool to see his dialogue. Okay. I don't know if she does
Yes,
or not.
Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I don't know if Rebel have dialogue either. Alright. Hello? How's you doing?
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process.
This is true.
As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what happened on Akuz. The fact that you survived shows a remarkable strength.
You didn't need to go behind my back. I would have told you whatever you wanted to know.
I apologize, Commander. After our last conversation, I was afraid I would say something stupid again. I wanted to know more about you. To understand what made you into the man you are. There is something compelling about you,
That
Shepard.
sounds flirtatious. We are the beacon. Unacceptable.
Are you sure you're interested in me? Or is it my visions of the Protheans?
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest, but it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard, but I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
You're right. What in the world?
Williams and I are just friends, nothing more.
My mistake, then. I am not as adept at understanding human relationships as I thought. But what about us, Shepard? Is there a mutual attraction, or was I wrong about that too?
You were so wrong. Oh.
No, you were right. There is something between us.
I knew it, and I knew you felt it too. But does this not seem rather strange? Why do I feel so close to you? We have only known each other a short time. We are from two different species. We have almost nothing in common. This makes no sense.
These things never make sense. They just happen, and we get swept up in the storm.
You make it sound so chaotic, so dangerous.
I'll keep you safe.
I am not looking for a protector. This is all a bit overwhelming. I am not used to this. You. I need some time.
Take all the time you need, Liara. I'll be here.
Thank you, Shepard. Let's just talk about something else for now.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Da da da. Relationship unlocked.
Anything you need, Commander?
Looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Well, they know about the stonewalling you've had from the Council.
They deserve to know what we're up against.
They're on your side. They're pissed about the resistance we're getting, especially from our side. I'll have a better handle on all of it when my head stops hurting. Another L2 flare-up.
Anything I can do?
No, Commander, it'll settle down. It's rough sometimes, but they spike higher than a lot of L3s. Except for you, of course. Besides, I fared a lot better than some after Kinetics was through.
I haven't heard anything about Kinetics in a while.
Yeah, they quietly disappeared. Broke up into a bunch of little corps after they botched the training on Jump Zero. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link biotics and Ezo. Forget trying to get the kids to move stuff. They had trouble just helping them not break their own limbs. And their choice of teachers didn't help much.
Break their own limbs.
The
Oh,
only
God.
experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
What about this?
The
Sorry.
Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. A real hard-ass. He basically had a free pass to break us if it would turn out a decent biotic.
Oh, God.
Spiraled from there, Commander.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
That's fair.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezi anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record? If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
That is very fair.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
That is very fair input. I don't disagree with this. Honestly, having them out is the biggest risk I could have done.
What do you want, Shepard?
Personal
Why
inquiry.
did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding.
So your Rex is the most common one.
For one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
But you're in them.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk.
Did he start killing people?
We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well...
Oh, your father.
There are some laws that even we hold sacred.
That's fair.
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead.
That would be
Those
horrifying.
who were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard?
No.
I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
I don't think you're talking about it.
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father.
Oh?
I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
Really?
Who has it?
Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after.
Okay, this looks like a quest I can do for him.
Now, it's in the hands of Taun Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Okay. I'll look for it.
Just tell me where to start.
I'm all for this.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I'm all for that. Okay. That sounds fun.
Commander?
I don't want to talk to you.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Go ahead.
You mean the Rachni, right?
Yep.
They were dangerous, Commander. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours.
See,
You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom. She has to be hurting. Just saying, Commander.
tell me why. Tell me why. She can be nice sometimes, but then a space racist other times. Like, pick one. Pick one. Like, why are you being caring, but then super mean to them? Like, what are we doing here for? And also, at least she listens to orders really well. So you can't hate her for there. You can't. It's just not possible. But I will never like her, because I can't. I can't. She's not all bad, though. That's the only thing I can give her. She's not all bad. But she's my least favorite character, so no matter what happens at that one point where you gotta choose, it will be her that doesn't make it.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
Sure. I was just watching some mail from home.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
Let's pretend this never happened.
Too late. Caden.
Are you interested in the Lieutenant Chief?
Of course not, sir. Fraternization is against regulations. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Didn't mean to.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Died.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class.
I do find her
He was
family
one
interesting.
when I meet Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Asked me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like your father wasn't around much. Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years
Ooh.
back. He's probably still watching, though.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
I mean, I do too, so we can just do that.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Hope I didn't do that.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
I got called sir. Here's
Commander, good to see you.
personal question time, sir. Because we need to bond. Because you're also one of my favorite characters, so.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
Ooh. Anything, Cicely?
I'll bet you have.
He likes the more hardcore
Anything
stuff.
in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Disturbing, you say? Disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Is this common?
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist.
Oh, God.
So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage.
I'll do anything I can.
Doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each.
Holy moly.
4,000 for a full set.
Wait, 4?
Somebody's making a killing out there.
Someone's making a killing out there. That it's a Teskey business, huh? What about the doctor?
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Interview.
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
That's sick.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess. But only on the inside, hidden so that nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
What?
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs, but they wouldn't listen.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
See, like, I don't hate Jealous. He's just a very violent man.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time.
I mean, this is better in his name.
I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart. His idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
Give it to me.
I'll check out the
Give it.
coordinates when
Give
I
it
get
here.
a chance.
Give it.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Oh, I know. You're all giving me your companion quest, and I love it. Which I don't think Caden or Ashley have companion quest at all, which is a little weird, but I don't think they do. So, yeah, we won't ever have that one. But that's okay. Oh, we'll just finish Spectre training too, I guess. Also, is my stream okay? Because we're in the red and it looks like it's dying from how it looks on my OBS. We can look around for a second to make sure we're fine. Hold on. Alright. Now, let's actually talk to you because I haven't talked to you in a minute.
For supplies?
Maybe.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
I wonder if I can buy Spectre stuff at all. Why do you seem to be above the said Spectre things? Alright, so... Sniper rifle. 267. Because you're definitely above the Spectre things. I thought the Spectre stuff would be the best gear in the game. Well... I think they decided we're gonna prove me wrong. Oh, this might be the best light armor. No, heavy armor. I didn't notice. That was my fault. Um, actually, so obviously I don't want a shotgun or anything. I don't have no interest in that. But, and now, what is the difference between, like, this looks like just a genuinely worse shotgun. Why would I want this, or how did it? Like, what? Like, they're carrying this automatic shotgun by me. Show the favoritism recognized and has a high rate of fire. Made. Slow firing. Okay, so I just because of slow fire slowly. I just we can't see fire rate if we're being honest. Isn't this stuff just better? I mean, it doesn't have a pistol that I want. That's like the only reason this wouldn't be better. I mean, the assault rifle is almost max damage. This is true. Pistol's high. It's barely better than this. But they're prototypes, so like, is it better or is it not? I'm gonna do some research real quick to see what the best gear is in the game. Now we go back to doing this. I think after I go through here and buy whatever I want, we'll worry about it. I want the pistol. I just think that's where I'm at for this. I can afford something else. I just don't know if I want to. But I could afford the assault rifle. It's close to max damage, so it'd be the biggest upgrade I could buy. I can do that too. It's expensive, but worth it. Worth it at the end of the day. Squad, not squad, equipment. $360, like it's the highest by all means. That do be close though. That's a lot closer than I want to admit it is. It ain't looks like it might be better in some ways, so that's the point. Capacity goes down, but I think it's worth it. Like, depending on what we're doing, I can do it. But I don't know. Just like, yeah, I've been using this. But are you telling me this is honestly worth it? Oh, the chance regeneration, so Crojan would probably be the best thing to use Toxic on. Like, this would be better, in my opinion. Like, it's just a more... Just a damage increase to synthetics. I think I'd rather have the tungsten. I'm fighting with myself a lot, but I think I'd rather just have that. It's time to work through these, to be honest. I need... Tommy gel is important. And I don't need the very beginning of all this stuff, so. We'll stop getting rid of them. Let's set it to the V's. I don't think you can mark these as junk. Many of them, there's more than I probably should have to keep, but. We can look at the grenades. Okay, I think we're done. I don't remember if Tally has a mission in this game. It really doesn't ring a bell to me, so I don't know.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
Okay, yes, she's still on the main
You
quest.
still got a long way to go. You'll find something to take back.
Yes, but it cannot just be some derelict ship my people can use for salvage. It has to be more than that. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
She's a
It's
captain.
my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
You're royalty? Should have told
Were you
me.
some kind of heir to the Quarian throne or something?
No.
No, it doesn't work that way. My father's position isn't hereditary. I'll probably never serve on the Admiralty Board myself. Officially, I'm just the same as any other citizen. But it doesn't work that way in practice. People have always treated me differently because of who my father is.
Here's the
You must get
treatment.
all kinds of special privileges.
I probably had it easier than most growing up, but it's not all good. People like my father have enemies, and they're not above using me to get to him.
That's a lot of pleasure.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage, something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Saren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders.
Yeah,
of the
that's a
Veil.
little weird.
And all the Geth we run into now are under Saren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Saren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce. There are...
Okay.
Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's a...
Okay.
in extreme...
I want to talk about
Like
something.
what?
I want to know more about the gang.
I doubt I can tell you. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created...
Okay, so
Like what?
that's all stuff we talked about before.
I want to know more about the Pilgrim.
This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we... Like what?
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now, I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
I want to talk
Like
about
what?
something.
See you
Okay.
later.
That'll be that. More stuff.
Something I can do for you,
Oh, let's make sure nothing new. Okay, so I don't think we quite got Tally's mission yet. Or Tally's mission is going to be like... No, I think here do something for her. I don't think it's to the, I think it takes to the third game before you start doing stuff for the fleet. So, yeah. That's the only other thing I'll...
Good timing, Commander.
Oh.
We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
I was expecting that.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important.
Like, we have information
Considering
about
your interest in
information.
Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Okay. I don't know what place Vermeer is, but it's might be the one That might be the one that takes place on the planet where we run into Sarvin the first time, maybe? Don't fully remember, but I'll end up going there last, probably. That being the case. I do want to go back over here. This is just more of a test to see if anything happens for going here. And land. We will now do... Let's just look at the journal real quick. Yeah, searching for Connor and the Acer ruins dating back to the Pearl's extinction through the revisions. There's the bread. On the boot. Okay. Here's Rex. I forgot to grab that. We'll go back and we'll go back to that reason after I check in here real quick. As far as I'm gonna go is down to the as far as I'll go is the
Equalizing interior
C-sec
pressure
place.
with exterior atmosphere.
Let's see if the news person might pop up.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Because I'm wondering if the news lady might pop up after doing something like that. If not, it's fine.
Sometimes I envy your biotic abilities, Doctor, but then all your people have such skill.
While the Asari have natural biotic abilities, not all have the desire to learn to use their abilities effectively.
Of course, I intended no disrespect to the effort you have put into your training. Pardon me.
It's like, oops. I said it wrong. Okay, I was just curious if anything, but they'll probably call me back.
Alliance officials have raided a dangerous cult controlled by a former Alliance officer, Major Kyle. Major Kyle surrendered and is now being treated for severe post-traumatic stress disorder.
Whew. It was worth checking. Didn't hurt
Stand
anything.
by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Let me do the dance again.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard.
How did you enjoy your 5 minutes of fame, sir?
Relieved.
So we have a package to get in one place because it slipped my mind. I didn't really check where the quest needed me to go for stuff, so that's my fault. So we'll just run out to go do that real quick. We go burr all the way there. I don't remember what planets we go to. I don't think we go to like any of the home worlds of the aliens in this game. Of the alien species that are in the game. See ya.